There's a certain kind of story that doesn't shine like polished chrome. It rattles, leaks a little oil, and still refuses to die. It's the story of a man who built a following by dragging forgotten machines out of fields and barns and coaxing them back to life with stubborn patience. Over time, the work that once felt like freedom slowly became a weight. What started as passion turned into pressure, and the spark that once lit every project began to flicker. Somewhere between the success and the constant grind, he started wondering if he was fixing too many things outside himself. The quiet burnout behind the wrench. It didn't happen all at once. There was no dramatic collapse, just a slow erosion of energy that crept in between projects. Long nights in the shop, constant travel, and the pressure to keep producing began to stack up like broken parts in a corner. Even the humor that once came easily started to sound tired. Fans noticed subtle changes, fewer updates, shorter builds, and moments where enthusiasm felt forced. He was still capable, still skilled, but the joy that once fueled every turn of the wrench was getting harder to access beneath the fatigue and expectations. A move towards something lighter. Eventually, something had to give. He made a major life decision, relocating from harsh northern winters to a warmer southern environment. It wasn't just about weather, it was about survival of the spirit. The cold had begun to mirror his internal state, slowing everything down and making simple tasks harder than they needed to be. The move represented a chance to breathe again. It was an attempt to reconnect with the reason he started in the first place. Not fame or output, but the simple satisfaction of bringing broken machines back to life. The frozen Mustang that changed everything. One project arrived that tested everything he had left in the tank. A long abandoned Mustang, frozen in time for decades, became the next challenge. Covered in ice, rust, and neglect, it symbolized everything difficult about his craft. With limited time and worsening weather closing in, he committed to getting it running. Tools were stiff, hands numb, and every step required effort that felt greater than it should have. Yet he pushed through, refusing to let the moment pass. The car became more than metal. It became a test of endurance, identity, and willpower. When an engine becomes a reminder to keep going. As the restoration unfolded, something shifted internally. The process wasn't just mechanical, it became emotional. Each bolt removed felt like pulling weight off his shoulders. When the engine finally sputtered to life after years of silence, it wasn't just a victory for the car. It was a reminder that persistence still mattered. That sound, the rough, imperfect roar, carried more meaning than any polished success. It reignited something that had been fading, the belief that even deeply neglected things, including himself, could still come back with enough patience and effort. More than machines. A crisis of meaning. After the adrenaline faded, reflection set in. Years of constant building and filming had created a rhythm that left little room for pause. He began questioning whether the work still belonged to him or had become something he was performing for others. Even successes felt heavier than before, as if every win required more energy than it returned. The realization wasn't about failure, it was about imbalance. Somewhere along the way, the connection between purpose and action had blurred, leaving him successful, but increasingly detached from why it all mattered. A small loss as that hit hard. Then came a setback that stung more than expected. A valuable, carefully saved mechanical part disappeared, taken without explanation or return. It wasn't just about cost or rarity. It represented effort, planning, and trust. For someone who built everything on honesty and shared passion, it felt personal. Yet instead of reacting with anger, he chose transparency. He spoke openly about it, not knowing how people would respond. What followed was unexpected and powerful, showing that the community built around his work was stronger than any single loss. When community becomes the engine, support arrived quickly and in large measure. Viewers rallied together, contributing funds and encouragement far beyond what was expected. It wasn't about replacing the missing part, it was about showing solidarity. The response revealed something important. The work had never been a one-way broadcast. It had become a shared space where people felt invested in every success and setback. The project stopped being just one person's journey. It became a collective belief that effort, honesty, and second chances were still worth standing behind. Family as the unseen foundation. Behind everything, family remained the steady force holding things together. While the visible work happened in the garage and on screen, the unseen labor of organization, planning, and support kept everything functioning. His partner managed the structure behind the scenes, ensuring that passion didn't collapse under its own weight. Meanwhile, his son slowly began learning the craft himself, absorbing lessons not just about engines, but about persistence and curiosity. In many ways, the next generation was already taking shape, not through instruction alone, but through observation and shared experience. A shift back to what matters the most. Over time, priorities began to realign. Instead of chasing output or expectations, the focus shifted toward meaning. Projects became less about spectacle and more about connection, to history, to people, and to the stories attached to each vehicle. A forgotten station wagon became a turning point, not because it was rare or valuable, but because it carried emotional weight. Restoring it felt like honoring something bigger than machinery. The work started to feel human again, less like content production, and more like preservation of memory and experience. Outro, still turning wrenches, still finding himself. In the end, nothing dramatic erased the challenges or replaced the fatigue. Instead, something quieter happened. Perspective returned. The burnout didn't disappear, but it became something understood rather than ignored. The work continued, but with more intention and less pressure to perform. What remained was simple: hands on tools, patience with broken things, and a renewed sense that not everything needs to be rushed or optimized. Sometimes the goal isn't to be unstoppable, it's just to keep going, one honest repair at a time.